She was last seen wearing a blue suit, long blue coat, lapis lazuli earrings, and a small black velvet hat. She had dark brown hair and blue-gray eyes. Dorothy Arnold was a member of a prominent millionaire family in New York City in 1910. Her father was a perfume importer, which gave the family their high social standing. Dorothy graduated from Bryn Mawr College in Pennsylvania and was attempting to gain notice as a writer. Dorothy resided with her family on a mansion on East 79th Street and Borough of Manhattan in 1910. Dorothy departed from her home during the morning hours of December 12th. She told her mom she was going shopping for a new evening gown. When Dorothy's mom offered to accompany her, Dorothy said she wanted to go alone. Dorothy walked to Fifth Avenue and turned south. A clerk at the Park and Tilford's candy store, who sold Dorothy some chocolates at 1:45 p.m., said she was in good spirits. After the candy store, Dorothy proceeded to Brentano's bookstore on 27th and 5th, where she bought a book. She also had a chance to encounter a friend in the store. They chatted for a few minutes before Dorothy said she wanted to go for a walk in Central Park. Dorothy was supposed to meet her mom for lunch at the Waldorf Astoria Hotel, but never made it. Dorothy has never been heard from again since her walk in Central Park. Dorothy's family believes she had approximately $25 or $30 in cash on her the day she vanished. Dorothy Arnold's parents did not initially worry. They figured she was spending the night with a friend. When she did not come home the second night, they became concerned. And because of their high social status, they didn't want negative publicity from the police, so they hired private investigators. No evidence was located, not even when the police were informed several months later. Dorothy's father believed that she had been murdered and disposed of in a reservoir in Central Park in December 1910, but nothing was found to support his theory. Dorothy's disappearance was widely publicized, and her photograph was published in newspapers all over the United States and Europe, but the publicity led to no leads. In the investigation into Dorothy Arnold's disappearance, it was discovered that she had rented a post office box in the months prior to her vanishing. Dorothy kept the box's existence a secret from her family. It is believed that Dorothy used the box to keep rejected manuscripts from being found out by her family. Then, the authorities discovered that Arnold had been secretly dating George C. Griscom Jr., a Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania engineer in his 40s at the time of her disappearance. A picture is posted of him with this case summary. He was a wealthy Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania man. Dorothy spent a week with her boyfriend several months prior to the time she vanished. Originally, Dorothy had told her family she was going to visit some college friends, but wanted to see George instead. On her way home from seeing George, she pawned $500 worth of jewelry for $60. In December of 1910, George Griscom was in Florence, Italy. He participated in the search for Dorothy Arnold and stated that when she was found, he would marry her. George Griscom denied any involvement in Dorothy Arnold's disappearance and gave her family a letter she had written to him earlier in 1910. The note stated that one of her short stories had been rejected by the editorial staff of the magazine, and she was depressed as a result. The authorities began to investigate the possibility that Dorothy Arnold had staged her disappearance because of her depressed state from being rejected by the editorial staff of the magazine. However, the voluntary disappearance theory was largely discredited as the months passed and none of Arnold's loved ones heard from her. Some people began to believe that Dorothy Arnold took her own life, while others theorized that she had been pregnant and died in an abortion. However, when area hospitals were checked for patients who fit Dorothy's description, they found nobody. There is no evidence that Dorothy Arnold was admitted to any medical facility in New York City. Dorothy Arnold's case is no longer under investigation due to the amount of time that she has been missing. Her disappearance remains unsolved. Credit to the charlieproject.org for all this information.